Shall we play a game?
Hey, this is Red Band coming to you live from the Road Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 2. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Fuck yeah, positive feedback already. Hi everybody, happy Monday to you. How's it going? It's like a real show. Packed audience here. We are Josh Martinless tonight, our usual little helper, who usually runs around. Had some crazy stuff happen over the weekend, and he is currently suspended for a week. But standing in, put your hands together for David Deary, everybody. Come on up, David. Say hello. Take a bow. We found the first guy that looks exactly like Josh Martin.
And we could only have one Josh replacement. We actually have, because Josh actually does the two jobs. So we had to get a second guy. Guys, give it up for PDC in the back.
Yes, PDC, crushing. Currently keeping the guests and our Patriot in their chamber, just like Josh would do in this situation. Put your hands together for the wait staff, getting us liquored up tonight. Very important deal. That's a big part of it. I'm loving life right now. Life is good. Things are exciting. I'm going to Denver to headline an entire weekend at the Comedy Works.
That's great. One of the best clubs ever.
Yes. Very, very excited about that. Other things are happening. Life is good. We are doing a fundraiser in the main room of the Comedy Store to get brand new speakers in this belly room.
Yes.
December. In the main room.
It's like in 2 Wednesdays. We'll talk about it next week.
Super powerful show coming at you. We're gonna have all of our favorite people on that show in order to raise new money for brand new speakers. We realized tonight that this entire room is the sound has come down. We've broken, not we, but this room has broken so many speakers that there's only 2 speakers actually here.
Yeah.
One small 8-inch thing hanging from the ceiling over there, and one small one right over there.
I think it's car speakers also. I don't think that's supposed to be like for microphones of a comedy club, one of the biggest comedy clubs in the world. But
yeah. And this show and Roast Battle and the Ding Dong Show are all insane shows that happen here. And they're all running off of 14 inches of speaker right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to fix that.
Yeah, instead of bitching about it every week, we're just going to do a show. All the proceeds go to buying a new sound system for the belly room.
And that's a very important deal because sound is important in the comedy world.
Yeah.
Speaking of beautiful sounds, let's get right into some awesome shit. This musical act for tonight is one of my favorite comedians. I fell in love with this guy a few weeks ago when I saw him perform a hilarious song. Last week we had him on, and he did an I love his style, you know. It starts safe, and then all of a sudden he was talking about fucking his best friend Greg's dad. Put your hands together for tonight's musical guest, Pat Reagan, everybody. Yeah. Here he is, in the flesh.
I fell off the face of the earth today. You told me to leave and I begged you to stay. The sun went black, the sky went gray. I fell off the face of the earth today. Greg's dad left me for another baby boy. I saw you at the movies, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Pretty sure you saw me too. Pretty sure you saw me too. Your new boy toy looked yum yum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. I kept playing peekaboo, kept playing peekaboo. But there was nothing I could say, nothing I could do. 'Cause I'm the only baby boy for you. I saw you at the cemetery paying your respects to Greg. His fat ass would not believe the way you treat me now. I saw you in your bedroom, I was watching from the fire escape. Your new boy was there wearing nothing but a towel. He makes love like an untamed demon. And you start to hum a Peter Gabriel song. And suddenly my hands, they are covered in semen. Dong, dong, ding, ding. Ding, ding, dong. I live outside your window, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I track your every move. I fucking track your every move. Today you got lunch at Subway. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, I live at. Oh, today you got lunch at Subway. Ooh, today you got lunch at Subway. Oh, and dinner at Subway too. Dinner at Subway too. I swear I'll win you back if it's the last thing that I do. 'Cause I'm the only baby boy. Yes, I'm the one and only baby boy. And I'm the only baby boy for you.
Pat
Thank you.
Reagan, everybody. I have his album. You should too.
Yes.
Find it on iTunes, SoundCloud, everywhere. That's Pat Reagan. That's spelled Patregan. Not like Ronald Reagan. It's announced like Ronald Reagan. Pat Reagan, but there's no A in that. Follow him on Twitter at Patty Reagan. Pattyregan. I absolutely love him. David, you're already doing a fantastic job. I'm going to bring up tonight's Patriot. Every week we always have a head of security to keep us safe. This week is a return Patriot. I'm very, very excited to have him. He's one of the funniest comics, a great comedy television writer, writes for shows like Dion Cole's Black Box and numerous other great things. Also, we do stand-up comedy together pretty much every single fucking night of the year. It's one of my best friends, one of my funniest pals. Put your hands together for him. It's the one and the only Willie Hunter, everybody. Here he is. There he is. Look at this.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Heck yeah. You look fantastic.
I went no mask tonight.
That's perfect. You're like the new Black Stormtrooper. This is amazing. This is like the beginning of that Star Wars trailer. And I'm really excited about that.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. If it makes you feel better, sure.
No, yeah, I did this just to be able to do that joke that I just did. I'm like, I gotta have Willie on as the Patriot with no mask. I originally was thinking Jamar because he looks more like the guy, but Jamar wasn't available. So no, I'm kidding. I went straight to you, Willie. You know when I need a black guy, you're my guy.
I felt like in Billy D. Williams, but if he took it off, he was a stormtrooper. Like if he took the helmet off. Would that blow your mind as a Star Wars fan?
If Billy D was the first thing that we saw?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I wouldn't know whether it's for the new Star Wars or for Colt 45, and I would take it. I would take it either way. Has anybody ever called you a young Billy D. Williams?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You say it like you get that and you don't like it.
No, I like it.
Have you ever thought about, getting into the commercial business?
No, I haven't, but I definitely can sell some McNuggets. I feel like I could.
You definitely would be great. That's absolutely, not only, that's great casting on your part. You do look like you could sell some chicken McNuggets. You look like you have that McDonald's face.
Thank you.
Like America is welcoming to you. You're a likable, young, light-skinned black man.
Aww.
That's what America can handle right now. Oh, you guys... America has shown that's about the limit. No, I'm kidding. I'm serious. A black stormtrooper. That makes Jackie Robinson's thing go down a little bit. First black stormtrooper's a really big deal. I'm serious.
Really?
In
That
cinematic history, that is a huge fucking deal.
Honestly, I think he's not really a stormtrooper. I think he's hiding in a stormtrooper outfit.
I know. I totally agree. Yeah, there's no doubt about
Guys,
it.
aren't they all clones?
Yeah, they're totally they're clones of all the same guy. So he's definitely not a stormtrooper. But I was gonna wait until another episode to break that news. But you got it going. I'm glad to have you, Willie. It's always fun to have you. You excited about tonight's show?
I'm extremely excited. I love these two people that are guests tonight.
Me too. In fact, fun fact, I don't really listen to Kill Tony. How's that? How's that for a little admission? I don't listen to it. I love it, and I live it every Monday, but I don't go back and listen. Honestly, even the first time I was on Rogan, I had never listened to an episode of Rogan. When I listen to podcasts, I swear to God, this is the only podcast that I listen to. These two do it together. They are unbelievably hilarious, married, wonderful, the happiest, coolest people I know, and the hosts of the Your Mom's House podcast. They're here, in the flesh, Christina Pazsitzky and Tom Segura. I have been trying to book this for a year and a half. I had asked them every Monday if they are available for a year and a fucking half. That's not a joke. Every Monday, these two get a text. How about this Monday?
Damn it.
I'm in Tuscaloosa. How about this Monday? I'm in Winnipeg. How about this Monday? Seattle. But here we are, the total eclipse of my heart. Pazsitzky, Segura, Hinchcliffe, Hunter, and Red Band. With producer credits of PEC and David Deary. David Deary.
Fucking
What's
on,
up, guys?
Yeah,
dude.
this
What's
is
up,
great.
buddy?
We usually have food for you guys, but
okay.
our chef started dating a guy, and
Did you get the story? Is that what happened?
It's
Wait
right
a
here.
second.
Oh,
It just
shit!
arrived. Holy shit! Wow, you just saved her. Holy shit.
we are just about to go crazy.
Her best friend just saved her. She's catering a Christmas party. We were about to be
What's up?
such assholes.
Salad.
You're such a screws, Red Band.
You're not
Fuck.
getting salad, are you?
The Grinch and the Hinch over here.
There you go, Tony.
Thank you so much. So food is here if you guys want to
Thank
eat during a
Take a look.
podcast. Those two things go great together at the same time.
It's good. Right into
Tonight
the
she
mic,
made
too.
us a mixed green salad with chicken apple sausage, goat cheese,
Wow.
pomegranate, arils. Oh, she must have written this for-
Areolas.
something like that. Roasted pine nuts and poppy seed vinaigrette.
Jesus.
You get to take that
That's
home
official.
I think that might be best for home and not
with you. Yeah.
for during this.
A salad,
Yeah.
not really your best finger food.
No, we
Came
don't
a
have
little
forks,
late.
It's
too.
not good for recording,
It's
probably
all good.
either.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff.
Willie, these salads have chicken apple sausage on them. Now, as a light-skinned black guy,
Whoa.
I would imagine that chicken apple sausage would be something you really
Well, I'm
like.
concerned about the sausage.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
the
chick-
apple.
Oh, the chicken I'm fine with, of course.
I love it.
Wow.
Well, there you go. We just got interrupted with food.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was great.
That just happened.
Yeah.
Tom, you've been on the show before. Christina,
Yes.
this is your first time.
I'm so nervous. I'm racked. I'm going to vomit for these people.
the
like,
Tom
So-
Segura Bird Kreischer episode, by the way. I'm sure you got some feedback from that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was insanity.
That was really fun, man. That was a
And
good time.
I'm so glad that you
So
two are
this
so
time-
busy.
It's like, so you say Ferguson, and then she argues for the cop. and then I argue.
Is
Yeah.
that
Tell
right?
her how to do
That's the game.
Yeah.
It's called Ferguson.
it. Yeah.
No.
What the fuck was I just gonna say?
That you said that the Burt one, it was crazy.
Oh,
The
yeah,
show
yeah,
was
yeah.
bananas.
Yeah,
and the
it was
feedback
unbelievable.
great, yeah.
And the feedback from the podcasts that I've done with you guys are out of control.
Well, you're one of the most
Yeah, you're a
popular
beloved
guests
guest.
of all time,
Well,
and so is your mother Joy.
you guys got the exclusive scoop that my parents had mob ties at one point, which was the point in which I was growing up with them. And
Your father's name is.
it's Joey.
Wait, but
Name
no,
is
no,
Joey.
you want to do the last? But his first name is Joey,
Yeah.
and then the restaurant is.
Joey.
I love it.
It's the Joey. You don't even. It doesn't
It's not
need
Joey.
plural.
It doesn't belong to Joey. It's just Joey.
Joey.
It's not multiple Joeys. It's
My name's
me.
Joey, and
Yeah.
that's the name of the place.
Put an accent mark over the E. I swear to God. Anyway.
Wait, over the E?
Yeah.
Like he's fucking Portuguese or something?
Joey.
I'm telling you, there's a little accent mark there. It's not. It's insane. He's out of control. This guy.
Yeah,
But
that was,
we had
that
my
was
mom-
the best scoop ever.
We had my mom call in to the show that I was on with you guys, and she talked about what it was like running numbers and being a racketeering guru.
No one can. I actually was at the advantage in that I had already met her.
Mhm.
I met your mother when
Yeah.
we went to Columbus.
Nice, super nice lady. You would never guess she was in the fucking
No,
mafia.
you
Yeah.
would
This is
guess
real
that she
shit.
would dial 911 immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some forks.
But
Thanks.
here we are.
thank
Oh
you.
shit.
Thank you.
Forks, everybody. There's a fork party. Want a fork, Brian?
What's that for? Are you gonna buzz people and stuff?
You'll see. We're
No,
about
what
Oh my
happens is
God.
comedians come on. They all sign up for the chance to do 1
Okay.
minute on the show.
Okay.
They know it and they love it. Yes,
Okay.
1 minute. And what happens is
1
they
minute.
perform and then we talk to them about anything afterwards. Maybe it's about what they talked about. Maybe it's about something else. Anything can happen.
But
Oh
the
my
minute has to be about Ferguson.
no.
No.
That's a really good idea. That's like
Right?
a whole new twist on the show.
No.
That's true. Bring your best Ferguson minute. No, I'm kidding. We won't do that.
Yeah.
But I do love that idea. Maybe next week.
That would be
Yeah?
a great idea, actually, Tony.
Have a new
Cosby
topic.
jokes?
Have a
Yeah.
new topic.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, that
What's
sounds
up,
That's
great.
a
Theo?
great
You got any
idea.
No.
jokes?
All right, yeah.
No. No.
Why did he force his pootie into all those rooms?
It's not
What do you guys
consensual.
think about this? 'Cause I know Cosby was a huge part
I
of your
know.
life. Your dog is named.
Our dog's named after him.
Yeah.
Our dog is named Theo Huxtable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which we're having it legally changed.
Yeah, we're
now.
going to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear
We
to
have
God.
to.
I've been obsessed about it
We
all
have to.
day. You
Yeah,
can't.
you
You
do.
can't name your dog
Yeah.
after a known rapist. It's crazy. It's like naming, your dog Charles Manson or Hitler. No one names our dog Hitler.
No, but
That
you
we
can.
know of.
Well,
Not yet.
but it responds to Theo
dog name.
Huxtable.
No,
so
it responds to FIFO because we've been calling him FIFO anyways.
Yeah.
So we're legally gonna change it to FIFO. Like I gotta go to the DMV tomorrow and change his
I
ID.
love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you think of it? What is your opinion on that?
Bill Cosby. It's interesting. A couple weeks ago, I had a different opinion.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? These girls knew what they were doing. Bill Cosby's. These people don't help you in real life. They're not going to go, here, you're great. Here's a manager, and go take off in show business. And people need to know that that's not how the business works. And these girls that were hanging out with him, at least the one interview that I saw, she pretends like she didn't know what was going on.
Wait.
Like somebody roofied her or something. And the truth is,
Wait, they did.
oh yeah, that did happen.
I'll give you
That's
first
that's the
time.
difference between the 2 weeks.
Oh,
I'll
is-
give you first time because some of those girls came back multiple times.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know the
Yeah.
details.
Yeah, because they're
yet.
getting
I'm not
paid like
Yeah.
a hooker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
there's a lot to the story that we don't know.
Yeah.
If he was actually using roofies, like,
I think he was.
Yeah. I think that's the big I mean, it's
but
not a lot.
maybe his lovemaking is just so good that they pass out and forget
Yeah.
exactly what happened. Like, has anybody ever thought maybe Bill Cosby just fucked
The big-
so good?
The
Yeah.
weird.
They put you to sleep.
You know what? It's always about taking a different angle, and I like that one a lot.
I just thought of it right now. I'm actually pretty excited to
Yeah,
test
yeah.
it out later on
With
stage.
Cosby?
Yeah. A lot of people say fucking Cosby.
You know what I love?
I'm already trying it.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
mine.
No,
I
it's
wasn't
okay.
I love that every picture they print of him in correlation, the story is like, it's like he looks the worst he's ever looked.
It's so
Yeah.
true.
Where his wonky eyes going around.
Oh,
His
yeah.
eyes gone
They
crazy.
find the ones where they're looking two
Yeah.
different ways.
Yeah.
He hasn't shaved, and he's like,
Right.
"Bah." Like,
Right.
did you get drugged, or
Yeah.
did you drug somebody
Yeah.
else? Yeah.
His,
And-
where
And
he-
all the shit freckles came out too. He's got
Yeah.
those freckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the
Why did
Morgan
he
Freeman
get-
shit freckles.
Yeah.
He does. They go like in too. It almost looks like you could make like a plaster and you
It
could
looks
pull
like-
it out and they're
Like someone just farted on his face. Yeah.
he has
Yeah.
fart freckles.
He does have far freckles. yeah.
Holy shit.
He does. Yeah. I think the cause did it, though. I think it's pretty obvious at
It's
this point.
yeah,
The
bro.
defenses of him are a pretty big stretch now. It's like, it's 19.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
a
19
lot.
people say you're kind of an asshole. You're pretty much a fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah, that's
okay?
it.
Like,
It's a lot.
Yeah, 19
really-
is a huge.
it's a lot
number.
of people.
Yeah.
Like
And they're
that.
all. And the funny, the latest ones are when they're like, yeah, like I would have fucking ate his ass if he asked me to. Like,
Yeah.
like the girl who was like all into him, and she was like, but then he drugged me anyway. And it's like, well, that's what he does.
But that's the
Like,
fun, Tom.
That is the fun. But see, I always go like, hey, play dead, don't move. But I don't
Right.
like. I don't like,
Right.
put something in your drink.
Just lay real still.
Lay real still. Don't breathe. Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in it because I actually had him scheduled to be the guest on this show next week. Yeah, and he
Oh my
canceled only
God.
because of this
I-
whole thing.
Dude, he was a fucking hero too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of his.
He
Yeah.
was a hero, but isn't that crazy how you can just whitewash
And
everything?
it's all Hannibal's fault.
Now,
Just kidding.
now
No, that
the
is
only
crazy.
sitcom worth remembering from that time is Roseanne. She now holds the throne.
Oh.
That's really
Yeah.
Roseanne.
Who, strangely enough, he never drugged and tried to fuck. That's the only person nobody would try that on. Classic Roseanne Barr. Every week, the Patriot has one question for each of our guests. Patriot Willie Hunter, what do you got for our guests tonight?
I guess since we're talking about Bill Cosby,
Yeah.
I have to ask Christina this question.
Sure. Have I been raped by Bill Cosby?
That's a good question, but that's not the question. Why? Because a lot of male comics are considered like creepy. What is the
Yeah.
creepiest thing a male comic? You don't have to name any name
Yeah.
that someone's done to you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to guess it's Tom.
I mean,
Yeah.
How much
Wait,
time do
should
you
it be
got, Willie?
outside of me though? Right?
Outside of you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one of the very first creeper moment I had. It was actually in that belly room, and it was the first time I ever did stand up. Was in this room, back in like thank you, like 2000, I don't know, two. And I was doubled over with diarrhea, like severe diarrhea. From the time how you do stand up in the beginning, I was doubled over from the morning till night, and I just gotten out of the toilet, and some creeper comic, I'll tell you who it is later, I guess.
Is it the Puerto Rican guy?
He was no.
I know who it was.
Do you know?
I swear to God, I can just tell from.
That's for real though.
I can literally feel it. And if I'm
Yeah.
wrong, wait, can I whisper and
Whisper
you'll
in
tell
her
me if I'm
ear.
right?
No, I like him.
Oh.
No,
Well,
he's not
I
creepy.
mean-
He's not creepy. Yeah, and I was just like severely diarrheaed, and he was like, "Is it your first time doing stand up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm real nervous." And he kept trying to come on to me and just be creepy, and I was clearly not having it.
Did he know that you had diarrhea?
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm very open about it. I was
Right.
like, I've been shitting all day. Like,
Wow.
this
That
is the
takes
worst.
a hell of a guy.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, I was so clearly out of it and not in the place of like, I'm really into this dude.
Were you hanging out with Bill Cosby
I
that
was
day?
hanging
What
out
was
with Bill
going on?
Cosby. Yeah, there's many others.
He was like,
so,
check
you
it
know.
out.
That's just so great.
I'll tell you
My
what.
question for you, Tom. I've been doing comedy for a while now, and I try to carry myself as a righteous comedian. I only do things that I want to do. Has there ever been anything that you've done as a comedian that you don't feel proud for? You got paid though, but you're like, why did I do that? The money was not worth it.
Every week.
Oh man. There's so many gigs that fall
What
into
is the
that.
one thing that you're, just top of your head right now? It could be a commercial or an acting spot or a gig.
Cherries, berries.
Oh, come on.
No, because I don't regret that though. I mean, yeah, it was big, but I mean, like, there's gigs that like you accept, the terms. You're like, those are dog shit terms to do, and then you go, I'm gonna go do it anyways. And then while you're there, you're like, why did I lower myself to this? Like, I just think of like horrible rooms. I mean, TV wise, pretty much all of I did this show called it was called Final Justice or something, where it's like those reenactment crime things. And I did one of those.
You did?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I did
Well,
like
I never
the
knew
thing where
that.
I was like, there it is, and then like
You were the
But-
cop in it? You were the detective
I
that
was
finds
one
the...
of them, and I was like, can I do more? And they're like, just fucking.
I'm
do that.
surprised you were the
Like American-
detective.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
surprised
I
you
know.
weren't the thug.
Yeah. No, I've been asked to do that. She was talking about I did a Subway ad, but it never aired, and Jared, right? So Jared can only plug healthy sandwiches, and they're like, we need someone to plug our unhealthy stuff. And
It's
So
true.
great.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And this,
It's true.
This is great though. So they're like, "You'll be Jared's brother," and like, and they're like he'll be like, "Try eat this turkey sandwich." And you'll be like, "What about a meatball sub?" You know. And so back and forth, and the character's name was Jerome, right? So as we were about to shoot it, they're like, "We're gonna do a name change," and I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "It's kind of a black name." And I go, "Yeah, it is, but you know, you're fucking Subway, so do whatever you want." And they're like, "We're gonna." I go, "What's the new name?" And they're like, "Jermaine." That was the character's name.
Yeah.
And we
Are you
shot-
serious?
Yeah.
True story.
We
And
sh-
a grip of money, too.
It was a
Right.
fuckload, but the money, like the big money, didn't kick in unless they started airing.
Right.
So you got paid some money, and they're like, as soon as one airs, you get the bulk payment.
Yeah.
And then their Subway's head of marketing got fired. The new person was like, "Fuck this campaign," and cut it. But we shot a few of them. Yeah.
So how was Jared? What was Jared like?
Jared is like fucking John Lennon, but it's fucking Subway. Like people walk around, they're like, "God damn, you're the fucking man." Like they all kiss his. He's the mayor of fucking Subway sex.
Wow.
Absolutely. And then there's like rumors. Like when we shot this years ago, but like they're like people were like, "I think Jared's put on a few pounds." Like this is like after he's lost all his weight, but they're like, "You got kind of jowls now. You got you're kind of." And then he was like, "What the fuck is that shit?" Like people just talking about his weight, you know. And then he invited me to his hotel room after we shot. He was like, "Let's get a pizza," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." Let's get a pizza.
Get the fuck
I swear to God.
Really?
Swear to God.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Hilarious.
That's the best.
But I didn't. It didn't really answer your question because it wasn't like I didn't regret it at all. You know, it was just like one of those
You
things
just
where.
didn't care. You reach a level where you're like, I don't care anymore.
I mean, that was pretty early on. I was like 24, 25. So it wasn't like
Wow.
I was not like looking down on it. It was just a bizarre kind of thing, you know.
Oh, my God.
Jared was really in his prime back then.
Yeah.
Jared looked fucking good.
Yeah.
Ladies hit on Jared a lot.
So crazy.
Really?
Yes.
That surprises me, knowing that he would
You
just
know
try
why?
to take you to Subway 5 days a week.
He's
I mean,
got that eat fresh money, and
Eat fresh money.
Money.
Eat fresh money.
he just, dude, it's fame. He's famous.
Yeah.
That's a really recognizable guy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, think about how famous he is.
Wow.
He has never had a job because he lost that weight at like 22. That's all. He's still their fucking spokesman.
Is
he?
It's
So
been like
crazy.
15 years, man.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Can you imagine being his like wingman or his cottage cheese man or whatever he would be?
His buffalo wing man.
So you guys split a whole pizza, huh?
No.
Did he try to hit on
You
you or
guys
do
just
anything?
went and binged
He
it.
had-
You played the character that you were playing
Yeah.
during the
He
shoot.
had a buddy. I think he had a buddy who was like, "Jared, it's 2 pieces already. Like, take it easy." Like,
Wow. He's got the guy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great.
Guys, let's do this.
Oh, my God, okay.
Over 30 comedians signed up for the chance to do 60 seconds on this stage. You know your time's up when you hear that sound of a kitty. Did you hear that?
That
you
was
could
a
barely
little
hear it. I know,
kitten.
right? Let's hear what
Look
it
at that
sounds
tiny
like.
meow.
There it is. That's how you know your time's up. That's a very
really
important part
funny.
because that's the
so
format of
funny.
the show. So don't run your time or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. I can't wait to hear that one again. That
Wow.
sounds very
Oh, West
exciting.
Hollywood bear.
I'm really excited. Yeah, that
That's
keeps them in
funny.
line. They wrap it up
Well,
quick.
they like
That-
Tom, too.
when Yeah. That's
Bear-
the East Hollywood bear right there.
Yep.
That beard.
No.
I love it. Let's get it started. You guys ready? Kill Tony 81, by the way.
81.
Wow.
This is number 81.
Wow.
Episode 81. And it will start with the comedian named Ken Gar.
All right, Ken.
It's good to be back. It's an honor to be here on Kill Tony, especially today, December 1st. I am 3 years cancer-free today. 3 years. Thank you. It took my wife forever to die. Cancer-free. She didn't die. We got divorced. I didn't want to get divorced, but my wife's boyfriend was insistent. He's a good guy. They're getting married. I am dating again, which is weird when you're 37. You don't want to be dating. Yeah, it is weird. My pickup line right now, because I'm sick of it, is, so do you wanna? Like, that's my pickup line. Because if not, I'm going to go home and make a Hot Pocket and put a heating pad on my back because I'm 37 and my back hurts. I don't give a shit if you come home with me. I got PlayStation. I'm going to be in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I got a big game to get ready for. Guys, that's my time. Thanks so much. I'm Ken Gar.
Ken Gar. In and out. 53 seconds of hot fire. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting. You're 37, huh?
Yeah.
And you've really been single for the last 3 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, she just got remarried 2 days ago.
How'd that make you feel?
I didn't have any feelings. It was weird.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I had no
Really?
feelings. I felt like I should have feelings.
What do you miss most about her?
Nothing.
You hated her.
Yeah.
You really hated her.
You
huh?
hate
Yeah.
her guts, though.
Yeah.
She didn't even have cute nipples or something?
No.
Like something that you remember?
Did
that,
she
No.
really? But she broke your heart
Yeah. Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
And how
Aw.
devastated were you for how long?
Probably like a couple of years.
A couple
I think.
years.
Yeah.
So you're coming out of it now.
Yeah.
And you are dating for real?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did she break your heart with the guy that she just married?
No, it was a different guy. It was a guy she
Wow.
met in San Antonio.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the worst.
Ew.
That sounds like some kind of country
Yeah.
song or
Wait,
something.
how long were you married for?
We were married for just under 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So not a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't have any kids, and it wasn't
Can I
crazy.
tell you what I really like about you is that when you started with I've been cancer free, I was like, oh fuck your mother.
She dropped her head.
Yeah, I drop my head because I get then that makes me feel bad as a
Yeah.
person. I'll be like, oh shit, because my mom had cancer and I hate it, but then I like how you twisted it,
Yeah.
and I saw a little bit of Rodney in you, like
Oh, wow.
Dangerfield, like that whole
Rodney
I w-
King?
Rodney King, yes.
No.
But I just want to say I really like that. I really like that.
Oh, thanks.
Are we supposed to say things like that on the
that's
show?
exactly it.
Yeah,
You're
I
doing
really
great.
enjoyed that.
What
Okay,
you're
all right,
feeling.
yeah,
I saw Rodney King because I wanted someone to beat the shit out of him. No, I love like the kind of mean misdirect jokes,
Yeah.
especially to start a set.
Yeah.
And it's a great way. I love that because when somebody opens a set like that, especially when you're doing a longer set, and you get a response, you kind of know right away what kind of crowd you're dealing with.
Right.
Because if they're like, that is not cool, then you kind of
Yeah,
know
you're
what you're in
fucked.
for.
Right.
And if they laugh, you're like, this crowd's fucking into this. It's going to be fun. I like that as far as taking the temperature because you kind of figure it out in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I like what you did a lot. I thought
Thanks
it
a
was really
lot.
funny.
How long have you lived in Los Angeles?
About 13 months now.
Wait, where are you from?
Chicago.
Oh shit, you're fucked, man. Here. You know what I mean? Because you're my favorite kind of guy, in that you're a normal dude. As you can see, I married a normal dude.
Yeah.
Oh boy, look at that.
You know what I mean? Midwestern.
average.
Just
average, yeah.
plain and normal as it gets over here.
Like
No.
potatoes.
But you know what I mean? I grew up in LA, and I get it that it's hard to fucking live here and to
Yeah.
date here. It's got to be impossible to, because you're competing with hot actors and shit.
Yeah.
But then again,
No,
that's
they're hot. Yeah.
well,
No,
but
it's
that's
cool. Yeah.
but
You want
that's
to
great.
wrap it up?
I'll just have that salad, and then we'll go.
What do you?
But that's kind of your advantage, bro, is
Yeah.
that you are this normal fucking dude in a city full of crazy people. So, there's a lot of women, I don't know if they're in this audience, I don't know, that maybe want to marry a nice fucking normal
Right?
Midwestern guy.
Look at that.
Stay single. Don't listen to her. We're in Los Angeles, the one city you're not supposed to date or get married in.
Yeah.
This guy that your ex-wife married, what's his story? You
Ooh.
Facebook stalk him or anything?
No, I.
You know anything
I got
about
a bunch
him?
of not tweets. I got a bunch of texts one night that she posted a picture, and I guess he's like a Filipino version of me, bald.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
bald
What?
and yeah, he looks. So I checked it out. I don't I don't see it, but
Yeah.
I had 4 different texts from 4 different people.
The
He looks like you.
Filipino version.
Yeah.
A Filipino?
So
Yeah.
random.
She married a
Yes.
Filipino? Wow.
She went off the
Do
grid.
you take this Manny Pacquiao to be your... See what I did there?
Is she Asian?
Only works if it's a marriage
Is she
Filipino. chick.
Asian?
No, she's not. She's white. She's Irish Catholic.
Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
Wow, you fucked her up, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It was. It was a
To
good
go
one.
there? Wow.
Yeah.
When she marries the dry cleaning guy, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like about you is that you're not LA, like you haven't been LA-ified yet, and I always envy that from comics that come from somewhere else to here.
Just
Like
stick
you're
to who you
so,
are. Yeah.
like I could smell it on you. Like this bro is not from LA, and that's not a bad
Right.
thing. I grew up here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like it makes you actually really unique because you do have that Chicago-ness to you. Hold on to that.
Yeah.
Don't give in. Don't
It's
fucking
hard.
Don't
yeah,
lose
it was
it.
hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like stay who you are.
Yeah, it's hard because like I'm
Keep wearing that
experienced, yeah.
Chicago White Sox jacket.
Yeah, right.
The day that you give in to an American Apparel hoodie with white strings and
Right.
My
that's
Obey
when,
T-shirt.
that's
Right.
when you're in. Yeah.
Don't buy the glitter shirts. Like you know what happens like male comics, they get the midlife crisis, they get the 20-year-old girlfriend, they get the fucking glitter shirts. You know what I'm talking about? We were talking about this the other day.
Yes, I know.
We were
what you're
talking about this guy the other day.
I
Yeah,
see
don't
it
do
every
that.
fucking day.
Yeah,
of course.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
Is this your second time on here?
Third.
Third time on
Yeah,
here.
my third.
How long you been doing stand-up?
Like 10 years.
Yeah, you seem like I was just
Oh,
gonna say you
yeah.
seem like you're a professional already.
Yeah.
So I
Fuck
think
yeah. Ken Gar.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
job,
That
Ken
was
Gar.
He's on Twitter at comedian Ken Gar. See, it's fun. That's
That was
how it
great.
works.
That was
Yeah.
positive
Great
energy.
Yeah,
Can we
positive
Can we
energy.
get more
Great
drinks?
start.
Yes,
Can we get
definitely.
Can I
We
have a
need
glass?
drinks.
Alcohol?
I'm
Can I
going to
have a
have a
glass of
Crown and Coke, a bottle of Pellegrino.
No. I'm doing booze now.
Yeah, me too. We're switching it over.
Can I have a Chardonnay?
Chardonnay,
Heineken.
a bottle of
Scott.
Heineken.
Yeah.
Where's this going?
To her right there.
Oh, can I get
Please?
Jack and Coke daddy size?
Daddy size.
Daddy size.
There you
You
go.
mean little boy size.
No,
That's
That's
cool.
it.
Daddy
You
size.
you mean I didn't have a daddy size?
Yeah.
Drink those feelings away.
Can I have one of those hats, Bri? I love your dolphin hat. Can I have one?
I don't make these hats.
Really? You should.
What's his name? Stole that from him, Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
and,
Seth Rogen.
I thought I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He wore it. I found this hat. It's a long story. I found this hat in the clearance aisle somewhere, and I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, this is my new favorite hat." And then no one else has this hat. And then he fucking starred in like a movie wearing the hat.
It
the
was
whole
that
time.
last one,
Oh.
Neighbors. He wears that hat the whole time. Creep me out.
I thought he
Yeah.
got it from Red Band.
Mm.
I really did.
Wow.
I was hoping that he took it out of your hand at the store.
I'm being serious.
Really?
Yeah, I thought like it's not. You
I
know,
don't hang out with
unreach-
celebrities like you.
What
Not
are you
Mr.
fucking-
Mike Tyson. I heard
Yeah.
about this.
Mr. Jared
Dude.
from Subway. What the fuck,
Yeah.
man?
Wait,
I
weren't
got-
you,
I'm
weren't you just like the
A-listers
10
only, man.
Weren't-
Jared from Subway. What's up?
Weren't you like the one of the top 10 urban comics or something like that? You just got voted for
husband?
something.
Me?
Top
yeah.
10 urban
no.
comics?
No, I'm not a top 10 urban comic. I am on the top 10 hip hop jokes of the year from
Whoa.
like hiphop.com or something.
You didn't tell me that. That's a huge honor.
It's a
You
huge
didn't
deal.
tell me that.
Hey,
By the way,
God.
since he's here, let's just mention hiphop.com is Willie Hunter's website.
Thank you.
So he actually wrote that article.
Wow.
You did?
I'd love to
wow.
have you on BET someday.
I've been on BET.
Whoa.
I've been on,
Yes.
yeah, I did one mic stand.
He still hasn't gotten paid years ago.
It's so funny.
You know
Guys,
what's crazy? When we did, I did one mic stand on BET, and when I show up to tape it, a guy that lives in our building is there, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm a producer on this show. What are you doing here? And I
Right.
was like, I'm doing stand-up. Though you don't know who's on your fucking show.
Right.
And he's like, all right, cool. And then we taped the set, and then Kevin Hart's the host. This is before like he really exploded.
Yeah.
Then I see the guy in our building, and I go, can I get a copy of that? Like, since you're a producer, he goes, yeah, I wouldn't know how to get that though. And I was like, but you're a producer on it. Like, can't
Great.
you just call someone else? And he was like, I can give you a number to call.
yeah.
And then I called, and I was like, can I get a copy of my set? And they're like, nah.
Right. A producer is a word that is thrown around
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
in this
Very true.
town.
Everybody's a producer.
You know, there is a whole line of producers. I mean, you need to. There's a whole art
People don't
form to
understand
knowing what type of producer
What,
you're
it's a
dealing
type
with.
of producer.
The
Yes.
difference between associate producer and executive producer
Man.
Light
is so big. It couldn't be any bigger. It should not be. It
It's the
shouldn't have the
difference
same word.
between an Olympic athlete and somebody being wheeled in a bed to
Yeah.
a fucking
It's
surgery.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
And with that said, I pulled another name, everybody.
I wish you were Urban
Sorry.
Comic of the Year. I really do.
You know
Don't
what's
make me
crazy
so-
about you working with Jared from Subway?
What?
Is you know who I worked with?
Who?
I shot a commercial with?
Who?
The Geico Caveman.
No!
Yeah, I sure as hell did.
He's a
In-
cartoon.
In
Oh,
fact,
no, that's
I
interesting.
booked the commercial with Ryan Mervis, the big red-headed bartender that looks like a Viking, big guy, and that's where we made friends. Anyway, the Geico
Aw.
Caveman, here's what's crazy. We go to hair and makeup, this whole huge crew and everything, bobbity-bob. There's still no caveman. It's getting down to like 20 minutes before shoot time. And we're like, fuck, man, we're going to be here all night. Where's the caveman? He hasn't even been in hair and makeup yet. The Geico Caveman pulled up in a fucking Toyota Prius, already in makeup, ready to go. I swear to God.
He was in caveman makeup?
All the way. He was the Geico Caveman. He
man.
pulled up. We were this big shoot up in the Disney mountains, like 40 minutes north or whatever. So it's just barren land. You see this Prius coming from forever away. It's the only car on the street.
So
We're watching
weird.
the headlights approaching because it's a night shoot. And fucking, he gets out of the car, ready to rock. By the way, crushes the entire time. He crushes. Like, it's like you're watching some
Jeez.
fake comedy movie happen because he's lighting everybody up. He's like Don Rickles in real life. He crushes the entire time. The director will give him some advice, but then he just starts directing the director. Like, he's like, don't you think maybe from like there? And she's like, totally. And then everybody just, you want to talk about kisses their ass. I mean, they were kissing
Like
his ass.
one take kind
He's
of
gone
shit?
now. They just replaced Geico with a lizard. They replaced the caveman with that fucking
Yeah.
little
That lizard
Geico.
sucks.
That
Yeah,
gecko.
lizard
Fucking
sucks.
gecko
He's not
TV
funny.
show after those guys.
Oh yeah.
He was
that-
one of the
Yes.
guys from the TV show.
Lasted
He wasn't the main guy
two
though. They
episodes.
gave that
Have you
to-
ever had Bronger on this?
Yeah.
Matt Bronger?
Yeah, twice.
Oh, you have had it?
Yeah.
Did he tell you, you got to get him to tell you the Michael Jordan story next time?
I don't know.
He
it.
shot a commercial with Michael Jordan.
Oh wow.
Oh
Fucking
shit.
Fantastic.
That sounds
Yeah.
great. Guys, your next comedian goes by the name of Damian Holmes. 1 minute of Damian Holmes is about to happen right now.
Some girls are sadistic, materialistic, looking for a man makes them
By the way, Ken Gar's on
opportunistic.
Twitter.
Lying on the
Damian
beach,
Ken Gar,
perpetrating a
G-A-R-R, all one word. Damian Holmes, everybody.
Hello. Thank you. I'm straight. Okay, sure. Okay, weird thing to cheer about. I'm not scared of being gay. There's a lot of straight guys scared of being gay. Don't really get that. I heard one guy say one time, I'm scared to blow a guy. 'Cause what if I like it? Why are you scared you're going to like it? That's the best possible outcome. To be blowing a guy and be like, this is pretty good. Are there more of these? Billions? Let's keep doing this. I'm a big fan. You should be scared you're not going to like it. That's what you should be scared of. Be like, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. No, thank you. I had a friend one time, he didn't know if he was gay, so he put an ad on Craigslist that said, I'll blow you. And I don't know if you guys know this, if you put an ad on Craigslist that says, I'll blow you, you're going to get replies. People are very interested. So he did it, and I met him, and I was like, how'd it go, man? He's like, not a fan. And I was like, that's a long way to go to find out you're not gay. Just straight, starting with blowing guys. I'm scared of oysters. Keep going, guys. Thank you. Thank you,
yeah.
guys. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Damian Holmes. I think this is the first time I've seen you, right?
Yeah, first time on.
Where are you from?
Orange County. So, yeah, well, yeah.
Born and raised Orange
Born
County?
and raised, yeah.
Wow.
How old are you?
23.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got the baby boo. That's why you're talking about sucking dicks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
the
know,
only
because
thing we know.
dicks are so new and stuff.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Coming up on 3 years in January.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And you do it mostly out of Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County, San Diego. Popped
So
up here a little bit.
you're saying in that one joke that your friend put a post on what that said
On
I'll blow you?
Craigslist.
That just said I'll blow you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that shit does
So
get a lot of
effective.
replies. I took a picture. I put a picture of Bert Kreischer on Craigslist.
Yeah.
When we were in Hawaii, and he was like he's always shirtless. And he was laying, and I wrote a post like, I'm in my hotel room. I just want someone to come in there and just dig me out. Like, just don't ask
Dig
questions.
you out.
Just fucking stick it in my mouth. And like,
Right.
we
Oh,
monitored the
yeah.
the replies. It was like 100 in 10 minutes.
Just a
Ridiculous.
torrent.
Like, and it was
A
all just
torrent.
dudes, like pictures of it. They're like, I'm coming to fuck you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you give out the hotel room number or anything?
No.
Any
No,
hotel?
I just. But
Right.
it was cool just to have his
Yeah.
image up there. You know.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love gay culture. I lived in San Francisco in the 90s for college, and my favorite was this magazine, like in the personals, because it would literally be like, I love stinky, sweaty, smelly nuts. Are your balls smelling? Meet me in the back of Home Depot. And you're like, how the fuck, like, you guys you can fuck just like that when you're gay. It's so awesome.
When you're gay, you can't fuck like that.
Not
if
straight
you're
people.
Not gay.
Nope.
Like, if I, well,
If they
women
had,
and
if they
women,
had,
maybe now, yeah, now with Grindr and stuff.
if they had unisex
I don't know.
bathrooms, like where boys and girls just went together.
Oh, Grindr's gay.
There'd
you're
be
right.
like 30% more kids in
yeah.
this country.
Oh yeah.
People would just be banging inside a Walmart.
But
It's like
back to your
crazy.
joke, the first joke.
All these poor people that just can only fuck because it's free. They would just do that all the time. Wait, what happened? Did I lose everybody?
Yeah, what happened?
No, I actually feel like, with like a dick joke, there's so many angles that are done. Your logic on it is I love great logic in a joke.
Yeah.
And so I love that joke.
Thank you,
as
man.
far as
Thank
like,
you.
and don't rush it though. Like
Yeah,
nothing
I
that-
was. Yeah.
I know.
You only have
But
a
like when you
minute.
take it slower,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna always, you know what I mean? Like don't be afraid to slow down.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you.
What were you doing before stand-up? And do you have another job?
I worked retail, sold Catholic school uniforms.
Lucky.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Are you sure you're not gay?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
So
Yeah.
how do you sell those? What do you do? I mean, they're all the same, right? So
Yeah, well, you have to awkwardly tell girls what size skirt they are, and that's not.
Wow.
That's never. That's
get
very.
the fuck out
Wait,
of
you
here.
go to their home where they come?
No, they come to a store. No, it's not. It's not that
They
personal.
come to like a store.
They come to a store.
So because I went to all girls high school. You have to go to like the uniform store.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
Oh,
you
and
buy
you're
your
the
shit,
guy,
and
and you're like, you got a tight little body on you.
yeah.
No.
That sounds like a
What
dream
are
job.
you like a 2?
Yeah, what do you
Three?
like, 2? I can get you to 2.
Have you had
normally I have them go down the knee, but with your legs,
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a
have
great
you,
job.
have you had girls flirt with you in that position?
come
I
on.
mean, you're a
They-
good-looking guy,
well-
Orange County.
well,
you're
thank
just-
you.
You're the uniform guy. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, well, I hope. I mean, they're all obviously underage. So you hope not. Where you're like, hey, that's a
Wait.
nice skirt on you, 13-year-old.
But what about the 16-year-olds? You're like, that doesn't count. Like, yeah.
Or seniors.
Did you
can
not
fuck
have
seniors.
raging fucking hard-ons with some of them? For real. Did you ever get leaky, like a little leak? Be honest. Be honest. Did you?
You've
I'm
had
a
a boner
professional
before.
pervert.
You've had a boner
Never even a
before.
boner during
Not
this?
even during.
Well, they're kids, Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about the young ones, but
Seniors.
you
what
mean-
about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking seniors? Yeah, they're 17.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of
those
them, you
are-
know, they're 14. They look 17. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you. Tom.
Fucking humber. Can I tell you something? I
Yes.
really. So you're like a third-year comic. You're 23 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what's great, and I've always felt this way, and I don't think I've ever said this, and I probably shouldn't, but I don't trust male comics that don't talk about their dicks. Let me tell you why. You're at the stage in your development as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I know a lot of male comics that go through the masturbation dicks. Right, that's what you talk about. Your first few years is your dick
That and
and
shit.
and shitting. Me too, and I'm still on shit
I
jokes.
love
I love
it.
them. But I love that you're honest because I don't fucking trust male comics who don't talk about dick stuff, touching their dicks, sucking their dicks, and weird stuff because those guys are the perverts, the derelicts, the guys that are going to drug you and rape you. Don't trust a male comic
Bill Cosby.
who doesn't talk about his cock.
I want to talk to you
Yeah. See?
about
Yeah.
some things.
Yes, because they got demons, and you're exercising your demons, and that's great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We got the
I
trust.
agree with that 100%
Yeah.
too. I mean, you've only been doing it a few years.
Right.
But you obviously, like, you know, the thing is, man, like, I don't know how to phrase it another way, but that the logic stuff is, I've always been a big fan of it. Like, that's kind of like, I feel like the best guy at that for years has been, like, Chris Rock, where he, you know, throws a subject up and then, like, he breaks down.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, you know, people love seeing, like, they don't know where that's coming from, but when you present the logic, it's exciting, right? It's funny.
It's daring.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah, I
fun
love
part.
doing arguments. I like
Yeah. It's
great.
like arguing.
Yeah,
smart.
Bill Burr, amazing.
Yeah.
So do
Fucking
you still
ginger.
work in the uniform business?
No, unemployed right now. Got some savings. I'm just trying to do comedy right
You
now.
saved up a lot of money.
Good for
making
you.
the
Yeah.
uniforms.
Interesting.
Wow.
Where do you live now? Are you in Hollywood?
No, I'm still in Orange County with the parents.
Oh no, you got to move out here.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Get a roommate or 5.
What religion are they?
Nothing really. Very,
What religion are you?
nothing.
So when
You're
those
very
Catholic
white, though.
schoolgirls were coming in for the uniform, were you ever like, you don't have to believe any of that stuff at school?
I was a cool salesman.
Wait, how was your childhood? Was it good in Orange
Yeah,
County?
it's just a regular one.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
It's good
I
enough that
know.
he's still at home at 23.
Oh, that's
this son of a
true.
bitch.
Yeah, shit.
So do you have a basement or a bedroom? What's the situation?
I got
over
the
there?
old bedroom, everything from the childhood.
Oh
Just
my
hanging up.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you guys have a code word for like when an Asian girl would come in to buy a Catholic schoolgirl?
What?
There were a lot of international students, like straight from China.
Did you get a hoagie delivered?
Oh, some fat Sal's just got
Wow.
delivered.
Look at that.
Did your parents
got a
ever?
hoagie?
Did they ever think it was weird? They ever think like, oh, my son's fingering fucking 7th grade like girls in uniforms, or no?
We didn't bring it up.
That didn't come out the right way.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
did they ever think you were weird or no?
Finger in the students.
Yeah, whatever. Did they ever think, like, why are you selling uniforms to?
Yeah, well, it's their business. They're the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now it makes
Whoa,
sense.
the big reveal. You've been working for your parents the
Yes,
whole time.
I know.
Whoa, you need to save yourself.
Yeah.
But you don't anymore.
Seriously.
No,
Right.
no. But here's the crazy thing: is my dad sells Catholic school uniforms now. The job before, he sold lingerie. That's the.
Your dad's fucking these girls.
There you go. Something to take home with you.
There you go.
And there he goes, everybody. It's Damian Holmes.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Good job.
He's on Twitter at Damian Holmes, all one word, HOLMESS. Tweet at him, be
Yeah.
his friend.
That's so true. That's such
His
a progression.
dad's doing some fucking, man.
Yeah, he wants
Lingerie.
Oh, totally.
Ew.
Catholic schoolgirl.
Bet there's-
Do what you love. Do what you love. That's what I could just tell. He must say that like once a week. His dad.
Is there you realize that the Catholic schoolgirl uniform is supposed to be something that the girls feel? I don't know.
It's supposed to be modest. You're supposed to
but
wear it
it's-
to your
it's
knees.
So you
and,
immediately.
Well, that's what makes it hot. Is that it's supposed to be.
But it's not even
Forbidden
now. The last time I saw it, it doesn't even look like it's trying to be modest. It actually looks like
Yeah.
it's trying to be
Anime.
a hot outfit.
Why aren't they wearing like scrubs
They're
or
so
something
short.
like that, like
Scrubs.
sweatpants or?
Well,
They
yeah,
do.
I
They
thought-
have them in Catholic school because
they?
what happens is you're taught to wear them properly, the uniforms.
Yeah.
But then teenage girls, you want to attract boys, so you hike the skirts up, and it's human nature, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
they roll it up.
Yeah,
They
you
roll it
roll.
up.
You
Okay.
do the
Top.
fucking roll, man.
I remember.
And you
Yeah.
whore it up.
I went to a Catholic school
Oh.
for 12
Is this
years.
what I saw? A girl. I mean, you could see Bush. Like it was.
You
really
cannot
Oh yeah, you could,
see
especially with like the mirrors and stuff.
Stupid. Where are you looking? What
just
school?
online. Like, I'll be like schoolgirl uniforms.
Oh, okay.
Search.
I'm excited about the name I just pulled out. I believe this is her first time on the show. She is one of the newest
Yay,
employees
girl.
at the Comedy Store.
Yay, good.
So here she is, comedian
Yay.
Davina Joy.
I'm psychic, y'all. I fucking knew it was about to happen. I did. I look like Sideshow Bob's daughter. I've had to accept that for my entire life. But my dad is Jewish and my mom is Muslim. I've had to accept that too my entire life. It wasn't easy. And so they sent me to an Episcopalian boarding school, and then I ended up at a Catholic school, high school as well. Logically, right? I mean, I knew nothing. I didn't even know Jews and Muslims weren't supposed to like each other, like, in my household. I just thought moms were bitches and they fucking yelled a lot. And dads had no spinal cord and they were backless wimps that said, okay, Sherry, whatever you want. And that's what happened. So I'm a very strong woman. But Jews, your mom has to be Jewish to be a Jew, and your dad has to be Muslim to be Muslim. So Jews never wanted me, and Muslims never wanted me. I'm not black enough for blacks to want me, or white enough for whites to want me, so I'm single, y'all! Nobody
go.
fucking wants. And that's it.
Nailed
That's
it.
a minute. There we go.
Nailed it in a minute. You gave all information about yourself.
Davina.
Self-deprecating yet informative.
Wonderful.
Very much so.
How long you been doing stand-up?
I've been focused on it for a year now, like just over a year. October 18th was a year. Yeah.
So it's like your first year in stand-up ever.
Yes,
Wow.
but I've been laughed at my entire fucking life.
Of course, yes.
I went to a white school. I was a black girl.
You're the
at my
token?
school. I was the fucking.
We had one of those, too.
Carmel.
Where
Yeah.
are you from?
I grew up in Virginia, D.C., Virginia.
Wow.
You were-
Fairfax County. What?
You were the black girl in D.C.?
The black.
Holy shit.
Hold on, let me say Virginia then more. But yes, I grew up. I mean, my dad was a lawyer, so we grew up in a wealthy area and mostly.
And which
white.
one's your dad? Your dad was the
The
lawyer. And he
Jew.
was.
Your
oh yeah,
dad's
that
the
makes
Jew.
sense.
That
and
makes
your mom
sense.
is the what?
Muslim.
Wow.
She's black.
Really?
I mean, he's German, Ukrainian, Latvian.
Jesus
She's
Christ.
Indian, African, Portuguese.
That's
Not
horrible,
fed.
yeah.
I'm the
Oof.
United Nations.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hot. No?
You're like the worst part of the United Nations.
I am. You're fucking right. He's right. No, he's right. I
That's
completely
okay.
agree.
Willie coming in defense for the color
When I
caramel.
die from suicide, when I die from suicide, it's just the Muslim one. That's like where
You know
we're
what?
at with
Like
that.
what joke I thought you had coming was you said like, "Oh, I didn't know that Jews and Muslims hated each other, or like how they were supposed to be. I just thought that moms were this way,
Yeah.
and dads are this way, right? The spineless dads and
Yeah.
moms yell out. But I thought you were gonna make a joke. It turns out that like Jews are like this, and like I'm waiting for you at that point to get away with like a really harsh racist
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
about
You can get
Jews
so
and
great on
Muslims. You can totally get away with it. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can be like,
Yeah, there's a lot of funny fodder there.
Yeah,
Jewish
yeah, yeah.
and
Domestic
Muslim.
violence, beheadings.
Like for example,
The
the
Gaza
Jewish
Strip.
Muslim, like if they kill somebody or if they die, they get 99 virgins. But for you,
50.
I have actually tried to develop a joke about like when I die, like who is gonna meet me, like who's gonna claim me, want me, pretty much.
Black
I'm
Jesus.
in limbo.
It's
I'm
gonna
in
be-
Black Jesus.
it's gonna be some dude that like just like you, like a Lenny Kravitz or something like that.
Davina, how old are you? Fine, I know you're not supposed to, but who gives a shit?
No, I don't
Are
give
you
a
an
fuck.
adult
I'm
or are you
33,
20?
but
Okay.
I'm 14. You
Yeah,
know what
yes,
I mean?
which is
yeah. Yeah.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. I'm black.
And also, you are black. It's so
Are you
you're
really
so
14?
lucky.
Because if you are, Damien's gonna fit you for a uniform.
Dude,
From
I would've
behind.
fucked the shit out of Damien. If
You
I
There you
had
go.
to
Is that what
do
you want?
uniform,
please do.
Damon, please
there you
report to
go.
the bathroom.
I
Damon,
love
please
that.
report to the bathroom.
If I had walked into that uniform, so I have a Catholic schoolgirl in the park sitting on a dick, but we won't talk about that.
But I was
Wow.
gonna say that because you look so young, but you have the presence of an adult. Like I can't tell how old you are. So, but that's so. It's so hard as a comedian. I think that takes 10 years just to be yourself up there, and at least for me, it did. Like just to be comfortable enough to be like, here's who I am. This is what I'm about. That takes fucking years. So you're so ahead of the curve, or the curb, as you say, that you're. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate
Wait,
it.
Yeah.
you know what you should do though? Like, I realize too with this experiment, we'll say it's like a minute at a time. But you convey
it's
a
a minute.
lot of information in that minute.
Yes,
so, like, when
we
you're
know
doing
more
a
about you than
long- Yeah,
anyone.
we know so much about
Yeah.
you in a minute. Is that like write your informative sentences down. And like kind of space them out, so you'll see like all the times that you're giving information, and then in between them, just try to tag the shit out of them with jokes. So like you make that's a statement. Like I always thought parents supposed to be like this, or like nobody wants me, and then joke, like, and then you can start tagging all your information with jokes and find out what is the strongest joke in there.
Yeah, because you got real honest at the end. You were like, and I'm this and this. So basically, nobody fucking wants me. And I was like, that's fucking great. But instead, you were like, so I'm single. Throw away that. Tell the truth. The
Nobody
truth is
wants me,
nobody
yeah.
fucking, but nobody
But that's
fucking wants me. It's
bipolar
hilarious.
that nobody wants.
Are you bipolar too?
Well, I'm not diagnosed.
Oh,
I'm
Oh, shit. That's the worst kind.
I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. I have it under control.
You can't smoke yourself to bipolar though.
Yeah.
No, but you can smoke yourself
if
out
you
of it.
could, I
Tony.
would have that drug
You
dealer.
can smoke yourself out of it.
Yes,
you
you
can smoke
can.
yourself. I'm saying I am bipolar. The weed chills it out.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
remember this in your head: be more racist.
Okay. Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah,
you don't have
definitely.
to tell this bitch to be racist. I'm with you.
Good.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
do it.
It's a license for
Well, you
it.
can get
That's
it.
great.
You have license to be like you can
so.
you can say the crazy because you're white
bro.
and black and
you're a
Jew
woman.
I do
Muslim.
have an anorexic joke that has to do with the Holocaust, but it hasn't been hitting.
Can I tell you something, though?
Everybody has an anorexic joke about the Holocaust.
Yeah, hello.
Fuck off.
And as a female comic, everybody
I
goes,
love you.
"Isn't it so hard?" And yes, it is in some regard. But the other part of it, no one expects you to say shit, and especially because you're cute. So that's your license to ill, man. You can say all kinds of crazy shit, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, can you
Yeah,
believe it? Oh, look at the
Especially when
dumb."
you're like flexing
It's
your
fantastic.
boobs right there.
You could talk about
Don't
how
flash
Am
your
I showing
tits.
my boobs right now?
I said especially when you're flexing your boobs right there.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
flex your
Brian
boobs.
Brian stares at the girls' boobs the whole
Yeah,
time.
well-
So if you do
I used
anything
to be a
weird,
topless dancer. I can handle
Yeah.
some tit stairs.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk
Wow.
about that?
You
Yeah,
really
you
And
wanna
would?
talk about
Huntsville, yeah, I did in Arizona
Yeah.
for like 4.5 years.
Okay, so that's
4.5 years?
Yeah.
so
Oh, you're a
so
fucking vet. You're not like somebody that like I tried it for
Yeah.
a week.
Damn.
You were a
the
topless.
money was good, and then 2008 happened. That's what killed it.
40, 80, 120?
You were a topless dancer.
You
4
didn't know I
years.
was a stripper? We've never talked
So you're
about it?
used to getting laughs on stage, huh?
Oh.
There you go. That's right.
Actually,
You can't come on.
Actually, the truth is yes, because I'd be on stage just being like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
All right, there you go. There she
Thank
is,
you guys.
everybody.
Love you. You're the best.
Davina.
Bye.
A lot of responses on that one. Very chipper.
4 years.
I think maybe she watched a documentary about comedy in the 70s and was like, I'm going to the comedy store. I'm going to do a bump of Coke before I go. Like, she has a lot of energy, that
A lot of
one.
energy.
You know what I was thinking? Like, I was just looking over her shoulder, like, those compliments are for me.
Wait, what?
I thought those compliments
Did
were
you
for
want?
me.
All right,
Did
that's
you want
creepy
them,
as
Willie?
fuck.
Just because you two have the same haircut doesn't mean you guys go to the same barber,
Oh, we love you,
obviously.
Willie.
Yeah, we do.
I love it.
4
let's keep it
years
moving
as a
along.
stripper, I would fucking.
She was a stripper for 4 years?
I would
What'd she
hate
do?
people.
Get her degree in it? What the fuck? I didn't even catch that part.
But you know how hard it is to be in the public. You know, like being a waitress is enough to kill you.
Yeah,
Especially with those-
seriously.
Whoa, what's up with that watch?
Especially with
I just
What's
saw
up with that? Oh my god!
Crazy.
It's like binoculars. and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Look at this
exciting.
shit.
There's one, there's a compass, a thermometer. It's a watch.
Show that watch.
He's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It's got four different,
This-
four different
Who
things.
makes that?
This one shows how much blood's in your stool.
No?
Nope. Nobody makes it. It was custom made in a. It was no, I'm kidding. Amazon.com.
It's so weird.
It's like $15. It's made in
Really?
China. Little Chinese hands.
Little Chinese.
Yeah.
Amazon's
Amazon's,
Whoa, that was
Amazon's
good.
amazing. I
It
get
really
all
is.
this crazy shit for like $12.
Through your mom's house
Because-
podcast.com.
Yeah,
Got Willie.
that's what I
Click
do.
on our banner.
Yeah, click on the banner at the Your Mom's House podcast. Put your hands together for your next comedian, Tim Warner.
Let's go and see the stars, the Milky Way, or even Mars.
Look, we're all dead in the end. So I believe you should live life with some passion. You know, like there were these 3 tornado chasers in Oklahoma that died in their line of duty, chasing tornadoes, whatever the fuck they do. And the headlines the next day read, they died doing what they love. And that statement kind of bothers me because we could say the same thing for heroin addicts. You know what I mean? But we don't. I've never read a headline that said, last night a young man died while chasing a dragon. Oh my God, this is so tragic. No, you should have known John. He died doing what he loved. Like, I don't know if you guys know this about heroin addicts, but hear me out. They love heroin. You can fucking Google it. It's a Snapple fact, number 943. Anyone on heroin tonight, they'll go into the bathroom, they'll look for a vein, they'll end up thinking about you, and then mainline it in their taint just to hide it from you. That's a passion that most people don't have. So maybe we need to turn off the tears and realize they died doing what they love.
I love it, Tim Warner.
Boom.
Amazing.
That's great.
I love it.
Loved it.
Have you done heroin?
No.
Other drugs?
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah. You can't tell by my eyeballs. Yeah.
No, yeah, I can. You're sort of like if Jimmy Fallon was high as fuck.
Yeah. That's so true.
Like the Tonight Show is every night for you.
What's your drug of choice?
DMT if I can.
Wow. Fuck yeah. Look at this guy going straight for the home
Going
run
deep,
derby
man.
over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
I mean, how many times have you done DMT?
I've only done it twice in the last 2 years.
How about before the last 2 years?
Mostly just shrooms, acid, weed.
I love it.
A lot of drinking. Did blow when I was homeless for a bit.
There we go. Winner, chicken dinner, homeless. Now,
How long were you homeless?
how long? Yeah.
I was homeless like 10 months in New York City.
In New York?
Shit.
There you go.
Wow.
During the winter?
No, I went like the end of February to about Thanksgiving.
Holy fuck.
Whoa.
That's brutal.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Right before you were
It was
homeless.
my first year of comedy.
For real?
Yeah.
And what were you like leaving school or leaving a job?
Yeah,
going
what
into it?
happened? What happened?
Drank a lot with this girl named Rita.
Wait. Hold on. Let's dial it back a second.
Yeah.
So before you end up homeless,
Tim,
your
you
main
need-
memory is Rita and drinking.
Yep. Yeah, she'd get me fists of Hennessy, and then she'd go out to those fish concerts in New Hampshire.
Oh,
with me.
fuck them. Yeah.
And then she'd come back with like the chocolate frog type mushroom fucking things. They're fantastic.
Wow.
Where are you living though at the time? Before you're homeless, are you living with Rita?
Yeah.
Oh, you're living with her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
then-
was crashing on the couch.
And she was like, "You gotta get the fuck out."
Pretty much.
Tim, are you positive Rita ever really existed?
Yeah, that's my Tyler Durden.
If she just kept getting you drugs, maybe she was a drug dealer. Were you paying for these?
No, I wish, but no. I seem
And
to have that effect on women. They
Where
like to
were you
give me
crashing in in those 10 months? Like
Yeah.
shelters and stuff?
It was so cold in February.
Well, Tribeca is really good in the summer because you could be right on the water, so you can sleep on a bench. It's very well lit and very
And you
kinda
had
money.
your just backpack or?
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
But what about before summer, like February and shit?
Well, if you can scrap some money together, the subway, or if you want to jump a turnstile, you take the N train. That's roughly like 2 hours, so I could judge time really well. Like if I fell asleep, I could tell by what stop. Like, oh, it's been
This
3.5
guy's
hours.
he loves it. He's dying right here. You're crushing.
Did you ever have homeless sex? Did you ever,
No, I
bust
just-
some?
What?
What? That's what I want. I want to know.
Brian?
That's fine.
It just seems like it would be warmer.
All right, I have a
No,
follow-up
let's see.
question.
I did jerk off in an alley once.
That's super homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was weird. I almost came on a rat, which was
Wow.
interesting.
What kind of alley was it? Was there like a Wendy's there, and you saw the
No,
girl
I-
with the pigtails, and you're like, I'm doing this right
one
now?
One of my comedy buddies bought me a spank mag because he figured I was down on my luck. So.
Oh my God, a magazine! Holy
Yeah.
shit, that really is the bottom, huh? You jerked off to a paper publication? Forget where you were sleeping. Now I feel bad.
This is great. Wait,
I'm a
so
reader.
you're not homeless now?
No.
What part of town are you living in?
I'm staying out in Long Beach.
Staying.
Staying
well,
or paying?
I'm here for 2 weeks, and then I
Oh.
go back. Then I go back to New York.
To New York. Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you live somewhere in New York now? Like, do you have a home in New York?
Yeah,
or-
I live in Long Island City at the moment.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Look at that.
All right, you guys
This
know
lady's
Queens.
clapping. Obviously, you've slept on her front yard once before.
You have a very Doug Stanhope vibe to you. When you first got on stage, it's like, oh
That's
man, it sounds
it.
like Doug Stanhope. But are you a fan of Doug Stanhope? Do you have any like comedy?
My Mount Rushmore would be Bruce, Carlin, Pryor, Hicks.
Cool.
Love it because you're so dark, and I just love it.
Yeah.
I love those two that you just
I
named.
love your album, by the way. It's just heard it recently.
How long have you been doing? How long have you been doing stand-up?
8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, the main thing is I do not want to see a really together version of you.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Most people don't.
no, I'm serious. I feel like it's really like you're a good performer and you know how to like play into like you saw what people are responding to even in the conversation. You know how to play into it. So you're obviously a sharp performer, but like no one wants to see you fucking clean shaven and smelling
Right.
good.
No.
Nice, like
It's very true. Like if I'm doing shows and comics notice I don't have a beer or something, they get really upset
Yeah.
with me and they buy me drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
upset with you.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? You trying to get your shit together? I'm like, no, I'm not eating kale. I don't know. I just don't want to drink at this moment. I fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because
the
I
last year and a
that's
half's
so
been
good.
rough.
I could see you being like the dark hero, like
Yeah.
totally like a
You
Stanhope,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the Dark Lord. I love it.
Do you want to stay in New
Yeah.
York, or do you have any thinking about coming to LA at all?
This has all been surreal, like the week that I've been here.
What happened?
It's just broken every stereotype in like that I've had of LA, and
You've enjoyed yourself, right?
I'm actually having fun out here
Yeah.
and shit.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's
you know?
cool.
Sorry for the weather this week.
Yeah, it's better weather to be homeless in too.
No doubt about that.
It would be awesome if you toured for like a year homeless. You know, like.
Well, I tried doing that with Occupy.
It's called featuring.
A little bit when that was happening.
Oh, you tried to jump on that movement in the middle of it?
Well, no, I got asked to do the Zuccotti Park like 5 days in. One of the dudes who wrote the Constitution, the Occupy, saw me.
Wait, they had a constitution for the
The
Occupy
Declaration is
Constitution,
something that in the beginning they had.
Their
And there were
version.
3 gentlemen that wrote it, and one of them seen me do stand-up and was like, hey, we got like fucking 7,500 people at the time down here. Would you just do some comedy for them, whatever, and kind of.
Hell yeah.
So
How many
cool.
were left when you were done? Tim, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
wow.
Nice to meet you,
Tim.
Tim Warner is on Twitter at I am Tim Warner. That's all one word.
What a mess.
We're
He's a
rolling through
wonderful
it.
mess.
Yeah,
That
isn't he
guy's a
great?
wonderful disaster.
Yeah.
Never straighten up.
Yeah, we meet a lot of fun people here.
Yeah.
It's always a blast.
Well, I really like that.
We're on to the part of the
Dark
show
side
now
of
where our
force.
2 regulars, every week,
Oh.
2 girls write a brand new minute. They perform on this show, a brand new minute every single week.
Great. That's awesome.
They're the only 2 regulars, and they're
Good.
here for us tonight.
Okay,
Your
good.
first comedian tonight, you know her from the Dysentery podcast and this podcast. Always picking at something normal and goofy and making it something bigger. It's the hilarious Sarah Weinshank, everybody.
What's up? Saw some bad belts this last week. Saw a really bad Western belt. It's like a home plate right in the middle of this guy's look. And then I started thinking, why belts? Are they supposed to be fashion pieces? Or is someone like, you know, the human body, it fluctuates. Sometimes you're heavier, sometimes you're thinner, sometimes you want to eat more, you want to have options. But you have to create something that can give us that. Someone's like, yeah, the belt. Done. And then the thing with belts is that if there aren't enough holes, you feel like a jackass. But you feel really good if you have to like puncture your own hole in.
Fuck yeah. I guess we would call this week belts.
Every single belt, I have to do the whole. Every single belt.
Which direction? Too small?
No,
or
no,
too
like
big?
this one I'm wearing right now doesn't even fit. Like I need to be right
God.
here,
Sit
but I
down,
can't
Brian.
even be
Sit
there.
there.
What are you saying? That you have too big of a belt?
I have too big of a belt.
You know,
I think.
Well, stop buying the biggest
So
possible
retarded.
belt and get the next to big
It's
size big
Makes
belt.
you feel good though if it's like
It's.
you got room. Like we're still good.
I like the whole belt buckle thing because I never understood the belt buckle shit. Like the whole cowboy, like huge metal plate covering his dick.
Was the joke, the line in the middle of his look purposely delivered like that?
No,
Like, did you-
because sorry, I
You
was so
forgot?
excited. No. I didn't want to talk about that first, but then I just wanted to remember to say it, so I talked about it first.
But then you know that was actually like that was like one of the funniest.
That was super
things.
funny.
But
I
you
just
gotta
stayed with it.
you just say it
Okay.
like
Wait,
that.
where are you
just like
from?
that.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, go ahead.
Where are you from?
The Valley.
Nuh-uh, me too. 818.
Really? Me too.
Yeah,
818.
where'd you go to high
Fucking
school?
guys,
I went to
seriously?
high school at Louisville. Do you know where that is?
I'm sorry?
It's
What's it
okay, it's
called?
across
Just
from
say the name of the
Calabasas.
name
No.
of the high school
That's
again.
what it is, guys.
What's it
Louisville.
called? That's where I fucking went, bro.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That is unbelievable. The Kill Tony Super Eclipse. We are bringing. You know what that sound means. We made a guarantee on episode 1 of Kill Tony, June 2013, that if a comedian and a guest ever went to the same high school, that everybody in the audience, I still have it written down here, wins this exact amount of money.
Me too, because it's a weird
$47 each. Everybody gets.
Why you know as friends.
And we here at Kill Tony are going to have that benefit show to raise that money next April 2015. So
That's
hopefully you'll all be part of it.
fantastic.
Hopefully
Now.
you'll retweet it. Louisville High School in the Valley. You
No,
both
it's
went
so
to.
rando.
And
No,
then
it's a
I went
small.
to Crespi.
No, you
No, I
didn't. Don't listen.
But
I'll tell you, it's very
Wait
weird
a
because
second. That's where Willie went. Oh, really?
I'll tell you why it's weird.
So weird.
Because it's a very small all-girls Catholic school.
LVHS.
Yeah.
Did
it's very
that
weird.
guy fit you for your outfit?
No.
That's why you're so comfortable in skirts.
No, but
Squirts? Wait, what was that Freudian?
Squirt.
Second take.
What's your dance
Willie,
break?
hey,
That's why you're
Willie.
so comfortable in skirts.
Actually,
No, don't fix it now, you son of a bitch.
In,
Willie Hunter just had a Freudian slip from 3-point range. Did you hear that? That's why you're so comfortable in squirts. I mean, bobbity, bobbity, bobbity.
I've in 10 years, I've never actually been with you when somebody else. Also
Yes,
went to
motherfucker, it's a big deal.
Be like,
It's
where
a big
did you
deal.
go? Even people from here are like, where
Yeah.
you're from, whatever. Where
It's
are you
very
from?
random. But here's the thing I can tell about you, okay, is that you've got like, it's going to sound fucking terrible. Okay, so
You had the same science
No, here's the
teacher,
thing,
so
here's
she
the
knows
thing.
what she's talking about.
is that like girl okay, I love that you have a personality. I love that you're a full person. I like that you're doing something a little weird. I like that because it's so especially for female comics, it's so easy to rely on like just being like cute or hot or whatever, and I love it when I see girls not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you're very beautiful, obviously. I don't mean that like you're not, but I like that. I like that you're taking a risk to be weird, and that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And that's not
it's hard.
just- Yeah.
It's
And
hard. It's fucking hard, man.
And that's not just advice from one of the top
Yeah, okay,
comedians.
yeah.
That's also
It's sage advice.
alumni advice.
Ah!
How
That
long have
is-
you been doing it? How long have you been doing it?
Like 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a baby goo-goo.
Great job. There, that's how it works.
That
She
was
does
great,
a brand new
dude.
minute every week. This is
That's
one of
so
those
great.
weeks.
That's
Sarah
huge.
Weinshank.
Good job,
Debuting
Sarah.
belt.
Wait a minute. What's your last name?
Wine Shank.
Are you a Jew? How did
My
you get
dad's
into the
a
Catholic
Jew.
school?
Wait, you a Jew? My
It's a
dad's
Catholic
Jew.
school.
My mom is Catholic from New York, so then they got confused. The Catholic school is whatever.
They
you
let
know?
you in despite
It's
it.
Very
That's what I'm saying.
cool.
Are
like,
you practicing?
Practicing nothing.
Okay.
It's
It'd be
all right.
a little
It's
better
okay. I'll
if
let you go.
kind of made the sign of the cross. Okay.
Hail Mary. I could say Hail Mary, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. All right.
She's on Twitter at Princess
Thank you,
Shank,
guys.
everybody.
Good job, buddy.
SHENK,
Good job.
all one word. So funny every week.
I just got some amazing news, guys.
What?
What's up?
I just got verified on Twitter.
Do you have the check mark? Is it
Yeah,
there?
I got the check mark.
Holy fucking shit.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
How did that happen?
They must be
It's
like
amazing.
listening.
Wait a minute.
Finally.
I feel like I don't know if anybody here actually realizes that this celebration is not a joke. Like, I feel like people have been you've talked about it. Twitter people have been tweeting at verified
Wow.
For years.
For
2 years.
years.
2.5 years, maybe.
That's
Like-
what happens when they find out that you have a podcast where the regular matches the same high school
Yeah,
as
that's
the
it. That's all it is.
So the $47 is waived from earlier.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I got
Brian-
verified. Your money went to verifying Brian.
Your
That's
final
fantastic,
comedian
Brian.
of the night, the final regular that also writes and performs a new minute every single week, dropped out of the University of Florida with just a few semesters left
okay.
after she did stand-up comedy here
All
at
right.
Kill Tony. She's been here a year and a half doing a new minute ever since. Put your hands together for
Awesome.
Kimberly Congdon, everybody.
Congratulations, Brian. That's so cool. Guys, guys, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And that's true because I have. I've made it in New York. I've made it in LA. The first time I made it and was in Florida, I was 17. I've made it in the green room. I got on birth control because I was making it a lot. I'm just fucking around. I actually don't like that saying. You know, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I don't think that's true. And I think the people that say that have never done stand-up in the Middle East. Because they probably can't make it there, you know? The only light you'll be getting there is at the end of the tunnel. And it's a whole different kind of killing. And you can always expect a bomb. Okay.
All right. Sometimes they write a new minute, sometimes they write a new 30 seconds, and then just repeat things that they.
But those were solid jokes.
No, yeah,
those were
I'm
set up punch. That was great.
Yeah, of course. I could do without the Middle East joke overall. I mean, it's like, you know.
Oh my God!
Now trust me.
I loved it. I
Thank
think you
you.
did great.
That whole bomb thing I've heard before, though.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like
just.
Well, how long have you been doing stand-up for?
Like a year and a few months.
Oh, for fuck's
But
sake!
you know what?
Come on.
But
we're tougher
actually,
on we're tougher on the regulars.
Actually, here's
then.
the thing: it's good to be tough on regular, and it's actually good if you're that early on and someone's telling you,
Right.
like, don't do that.
Don't even
like,
waste your time.
Most
Don't
people
feel safe with it.
never fucking hear that.
Yeah.
Like, you might keep that joke for fucking 6 years.
Exactly.
I know, I
And
think
people
I do.
do.
Yeah.
And they get
I
really
know.
good at doing
So
that
that's-
joke,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to do
I
my.
thought it was gonna be the light was gonna be the red dot on your forehead or something, you know,
Right.
as opposed.
Right.
As a fucking sniper. Now you're from Florida.
Yeah.
Which part?
I grew up in Melbourne and I went to school at UF.
Now wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. Because it doubles.
I went to Bayside High School.
No way. Is it true?
I went to
Bayside?
high school in Vero Beach.
Oh, okay. I'm from Sebastian originally.
My parents live there now.
Cool.
Wow.
Wow.
What are the odds
Yeah,
of that?
that's really
What the
rare.
fuck? Come on.
It's like your mom's house and Kiltony in a parallel universe.
Our parents live like 20 minutes away from each other.
But
Wow.
you're a gay turd though. You went to Gainesville.
I did.
Did you?
A gator?
That's what they are. The University
You're
of
not
Florida
gay
Gators.
turds. It's very insensitive, Tom.
So you went to Bayside, and then you've been doing this a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so proud of the two girls. I mean, you guys are like babies. How old are you, pumpkins?
I'm 24.
Jesus Christ. I mean, to have
Right.
the balls to come on the show every week and write a new minute of stand-up and
That's
do it in
crazy.
front of the
Yeah.
world is
Yeah.
like,
But
both
do
of
you
you girls are
recognize
amazing.
The
Amazing.
opportunity that this show is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm blown away. Like, if I can
So
go back,
smart.
That's like the fact that you get to do this is incredible.
Dude, we were retards. I didn't do that
Yeah.
stuff.
And
Oh,
I
it's fun.
started stand-up. I did my first set
On the show?
So I have
Jesus
every
Christ.
week videotaped since I've started.
Every
Wow.
new minute.
That's crazy.
So, and then you're doing it more than just here, though, right?
Yeah. I'm doing sets
Yeah.
other in shows.
Oh,
and
All
stuff.
the time.
Yeah.
That's your time. Kimberly Congdon. She's
Great
on Twitter.
job,
Kimberly
ladies.
Congdon.
Go Knowles!
We did it again. Episode 81 goes down like that.
But,
Willie
wow,
Hunter,
several other
you did
very
a great
important
job for us
differences
over there.
Thank you,
Willie
Willie.
Hunter's on Twitter at Willie Hunter, Will Hunter Show. At Will Hunter Show. David Deary helped us out tonight. He's on Twitter, all one word. David Deery. At PDC, all one word. Helped us out big time tonight. Tom Segura, you're on Twitter at Tom Segura, the Your Mom's House podcast.
Watch this special. It's on Netflix. One of the best comedy specials I have ever
Watch
seen.
the
Check it
special.
out.
Rate it 5 stars. It is hilarious.
I got a bunch of new dates. TomSegura.com
Yes.
if you want to. If you're on the road, out there somewhere. Also
Hell
want to
yeah.
point out, Florida State further extended their winning streak to 28 games.
Oh, get
this
out
past
of here.
weekend by beating the University of
Christina
Florida Gators.
Pazsitzky, it was
Thank
your
you.
first time on the show. You destroyed it.
I
It was
loved
such a
it.
blast. Where can people catch you? You're on Twitter at Christina P, all one word.
Yeah, at Christina P. I have a new podcast in addition to Your Mom's House
Yes.
called That's Deep Bro. It's philosophy and comedy together, which you guys should come on.
I love that.
Look at my dates, ChristinaComedy.com.
I'm Tony Hinchcliffe. It's Brian Redband.
Hi, guys. See you
Thank
later.
you, live audience. We love you. Good night. In memory of Josh Martin.
God bless you, Josh.
wanted to say congratulations.
Taking a
That's
picture
really,
real
really.
quick.
That's my mistake. I just wanted to say congrats.
Thanks, man. You got it. Just take it.
Oh, I don't get in the picture?
Take. There it is. Boom. Thank you.
Hey, Brian. That's Don.